This video is about absolute values and inequalities. Now, for this one, we're going to look at a greater than scenario. So in this equality, absolute value of x plus 4 is greater than 5. This tells you that the value of the expression x plus 4 is either more than 5 steps from 0 or less than 5 steps from 0. And we've used a number line to set up and visualize the situation. And because it's a greater than scenario, it's pointing outward. So this is just my setup. So I know that my partner equations are going to be set to this and this. So greater than 5 or less than negative 5. And that gives me, remember, we have to remember to do that flipping thing. So let's take a look at this. Here's our original inequality. And when it's greater than, it's greater than. And here's our partner equations where x was less than 5. That was our setup, right? So x plus 4 is less than negative 5, or x plus 4 is greater than positive 5. If you solve this algebraically, you'll end up with x is less than negative 9, or x is greater than 1. And if I graph that on my number line, again I had my setup, and now this is the solution number line. X is less than negative 9, or x is greater than positive 1. And when I write this, it looks like this, because any number between negative infinity and negative 9 will work, and any number between 1 and infinity will work. And this, remember this from before, this U stands for union. It's a union between that set and that set. So that combined is your solution set. So here's a prep packet number 7. You try. We're going to do this. This is the absolute value of D is greater than or equal to 5. So I'm going to set this up. I'm not even going to do a practice setup number line. We're just going to jump right in. On this side, I have D is flip flip less than or equal to negative 5. And on this side I have D is greater than or equal to positive 5. Because remember, it looks like that. So I don't have anything to do algebraically, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to find negative 5, which is here. It's a less than or equal to sign, so it's a solid. Here's positive 5, same thing, it's a solid. It's any number greater than that. It's any number less than that. So, and you may not have enough room to write that, but let's do it. And it's always a parentheses around infinity, because we never know where that quite is, comma, negative 5. And because it's equal to, it includes 5, so it's a hard bracket. And then it's a union, and it's a hard bracket, 5, comma, infinity. So that's what it looks like in interval notation. Again, if you need to pause this to catch up, go for it. Here's 8a, same idea. We're going to split this down the middle. So here I have 8q plus 9, flip flip, less than or equal to 7, negative 7, sorry. And here, just copy it, 8q plus 9 is greater than 7. Solve it algebraically. Q is less than or equal to negative 2. Do the same thing over here. Negative 2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and graph that. So here's -2. And since I'm dealing in fourths, I thought, again, it's easier to sometimes think about it with common denominators when you're trying to draw a picture. So that's the same as -8/4. So here it is on the number line. It's a greater than or equal to, so it's solid. Here's -1/4. It's solid. And you can even see on the number line I divided it into fourths. So it's any number that's greater than that, and it's any number that's less than that. That's the solution set. And I'm going to write it like this: parentheses, -infinity, comma, -2, and that's at greater than or equal to, so it's a bracket. The union sign, -1/4, comma, +infinity. So again, that's how that looks. And again, you'll need time to copy that down, so hit the pause button. Let's try a different one. This has that problem with the constant in it that we have to clear up. So again, I'm going to add the opposite to make that go away. And I start out with the absolute value of k plus 8 is greater than or equal to 14. Make your partner equation, k plus 8, flip, flip, -14. K plus 8 is copy 14. Solve it algebraically. K is less than or equal to -22. K is greater than or equal to 6. Equal, so it's a hard dot. There's -22. There's positive 6. Be careful there. And again, it's anything that way, anything that way. And here we go with doing the interval notation. It's from -infinity to and including -22, union, from 6 to +infinity. Again, you're going to need time to copy that. So here's my silly ways to remember. If it's greater than, it's great or than. And the inequality points out, because it's this one or it's this one. When it was less than, it was this one and this one. And the solution set is a union of both intervals. And that's it.